Good morning, all of you. In today's session, we are going to discuss about CSIR NET JRF Chemical Science June 2018 Part C Series 3. Okay, so earlier we prepared Series 1 and 2, which consisting 10 questions in each. Part C is very lengthy. That's the reason why we are making into different series. In each series, 10 questions we are going to cover. So we already completed question number 60 to question number 61 to question number 80. So from 81 question onwards, we are going to continue today, right? So here a detailed explanation for the question paper whichever given in June 2018 CSIR NET JRF Chemical Science. So hope it will be very much helpful, and entire description about the part C will be mentioned with the 10 questions. Let us enter into our today's concept. Question number 81. Question number 81 stands for structure of intermediate A and the final product B in the following reaction sequence are. Here, the starting material is given with a 5-membered ring consisting epoxide, and one more active methylene compound was given having carbon methyl COOET, and it is treated with palladium DBA taken thrice catalyst, which is known as dibenzylidene acetone. DBA stands for dibenzylidene acetone. It is the ligand which present with the palladium and treated in the presence of PPH2, CH2, CH2, PPH2. So that compound A will be formed. Now, further it's subjected to metachloroperbenzoic acid. Metachloroperbenzoic acid is the oxidizing agent. There is a possibility of Baeyer-Wallegel oxidation, and it is treated in the presence of dichloromethane at 0 degrees centigrade, so that product B will be formed. Now, let us see what is the mechanism in order to transform this epoxy compound into compound B, right? So, let us move on to its mechanism. When we are taking the starting material with a 5-membered ring but olefinic double bond and epoxide, it is treated with this CH3COOET having active methylene functional group. In the presence of palladium 2 DBA taken thrice, DBA stands for within the problem only it is given dibenzylidene acetone. How it will be represented? Dibenzylidene acetone will be there, which consisting 2 external double bonds which are linked to palladium metals, because here we have 2 palladium. So 2 palladium metals are bounded to these double bonds which are present outside of the ring. Okay, and the chemical name of this catalyst is represented here. PD2 DBA whole thrice is known as tris dibenzylidene acetone dipalladium 0, where palladium oxidation state is denoted as 0 here, right? So in the presence of this catalyst, there is a formation of carbene ion, being it is the active methylene, and carbene stabilized by electron withdrawing groups in the center. So it involved in easy removal of H plus and subsequent generation of carbene. This carbene having the provision to attach to this 5-membered ring either from this top side or from this bottom side. But preferentially, carbene will be linked to this carbon from this top position, because then only subsequent to polarization of the bond and delocalization of electrons are possible. That's the reason why carbene will be attached to this center, and the pi bond is delocalized in this manner, and ring opening of epoxide will be carried, so that it is converted into OH group at this position. Here new carbon-carbon double bond formation, and this carbene will be linked to this 5-membered ring system here. This is compound A. The stereochemistry will be bulky group always coming from back end, and we will get this functional group at the back side. Now it's subjected to metachloroperbenzoic acid. So it is the oxidizing agent specific for epoxide formation from this olefinic double bond. Now this olefinic double bond is turned into epoxide in the presence of metachloroperbenzoic acid, right? So we have an active oxygen which released here, and here this double bond is turned into cyclic ring system, cyclic ether system. Here the stereochemistry will be, already we have this bulky group at backside, that's why this epoxide will be formed at front end. So it will be represented in this compound 2 rather than compound 1. In compound 2, bulky group should be away from the VR because OH is already towards the VR. So in order to avoid the steric strain, the possibility will be compound A will be option number 2, and subsequent epoxidation with metachloroperbenzoic acid, compound B will be formed. Option number 2 will be the right answer for question number 81. Let us move on to question number 82. In question number 82, here we have olefinic double bond, aldehyde group, and also ketonic functional group is given. It is treated with PPH3P double bond CHCOOET. It is known as Wittig olefinating agent, right? So Wittig olefinating agent is added so that compound A will be formed. Now it is added with CH2 double bond CHOET, right? So here vinylic ether will be added to this compound A so that compound B will be formed. Let us find what are compound A and B in this reaction. Wittig olefination is the characteristic reaction of, this carbonylic compounds. When it is treated with carbonylic compound, there is a formation of new carbon-carbon double bond will be possible and discarding PPH3 double bond O. So this compound is eliminated and a new carbon-carbon double bond will be formed here. And moreover, always the geometry will be given as E isomer. In order to avoid steric strain, E isomer will be formed. All the first priority groups are in the opposite direction. Right now, compound A is obtained. After this, it is treated with CH2 double bond CHOET. It involved in ring cyclization reaction. How it can be possible? This pi bond is shifted towards this side. New carbon-carbon bond generation is possible, and this pi bond is migrated in between these two carbon atoms. And subsequent bond shifting towards this side, we will get again one more 6-membered ring formation. So here new carbon-carbon double bond generated indicated here. And here new carbon-carbon single bond is formed. Here also another bond, so that 6-membered ring, new 6-membered ring generation is possible. And these groups are moving away from the VR. The stereochemistry is also represented. Let us see the mechanism for this reaction. So when C double bond O and here C double bond P is there, what happens in between carbon and carbon new bond is formed. And here what happens, this phosphorus is used to form the bond with oxygen. There is a formation of cyclic ylide. Cyclic ylide will be generated in between these two centers, and that cyclic ylide can be, here you can clearly observe what is the cyclic ylide form, and that cyclic ylide can be cleaved in such a manner. There is a formation of olefinic double bond, and this remaining part P double bond O will be discarded, so that here the formation of E isomer is possible. This is a Wittig olefination. Aldehyde group will be treated with this olefinating agent so that double bond form, and for the simple ring closure reaction so that we will get bicyclic ring system. Let us see which option is suitable for this one. Option number A, 3 is the right answer for this one, where we got trans double bond in A and further subsequent ring closure, and these two groups are away from the VR. Option number 3 is the right answer for question number 82. Now, let us move on to question number 83. Question number 83, the major products A, B formed in the following reaction sequence are. We have to predict what are the products A and B by this organic transformation. For that purpose, the starting material is given having C double bond O double bond into COOET is treated with rhodium 2 OAC taken 4. This reagent when added, there is a formation of carbene intermediate is possible and a ring cyclization reaction is carried. So compound A will be cyclic structure. Then it is treated with sodium cyanoborohydride. It is a mild reducing agent and acidic conditions are provided, pH is equal to 4, right? So when this sodium cyanoborohydride is added, carbonyl group is preferably converted into hydroxy functional group, right? So let us see what will be the mechanism and what are the desired products in this. In the 83, question number 83, we are taking double bond N2 in the presence of rhodium to OAC taken 4. What happens here? Bond cleavage, double bond cleavage is possible homolytically, so that carbene intermediate will be formed. This carbene intermediate having tendency to bind with the carbon. Here, let us assume this is the first center, second, third, fourth, fifth. Otherwise, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Both the possibilities we have to cyclize in order to close the ring. But 5-membered ring will be more stable with reference to 6-membered. That's why preferentially cyclization will be carried in between 5th carbon and first only, rather than 5th and 6th, right? So later we got this cyclic system with the COOET coming up, and this bulky group, whatever side chain alkyl group is there, that is going backside in order to avoid the steric hindrance. Compound A will be the 5-membered ring with ketonic group and side chain ester and side chain alkyl group at third position. Now we are adding sodium cyanoborohydride. Obviously, among all the known functional groups, carbonyl group specifically involved in reduction in the presence of mild reducing agent. It will not reduce ester functional group. In order to reduce ester functional group, the suitable reducing agent will be lithium aluminium hydride. So that's why this is specific for carbonyl group only, and already bulky group is there towards the viewer. Hence, this sodium cyanoborohydride will supply hydrogen from the back end. When hydrogen coming from the back, this OH is coming towards the viewer. That's the reason why OH and COOET are towards the viewer, and this alkyl group is already there away from the viewer. This is about the compound B. So let us see which option is suitable for this one. In option 1 only we have the required product. So initial compound with 5-membered ring. So ester is towards the viewer, alkyl group is away from the viewer. This is the correct stereochemistry for compound A. And when it is treated with sodium cyanoborohydride, OH and COOET towards the viewer, stereochemistry will be same for this OH and COOET. So option number 1 will be the right answer for question number 83. Let us move on to 84. Question number 84, where we have pyridine ring is treated with chloro-COOMe. So this is the chloro-COOMe compound, and further treated with olefinic double bond, and finally subjected to hydrolysis with water. So after this, what will be the product? A single product will be obtained. It is the two-step mechanism. We have to predict what is the final product in this question number 84. Let us move on to its mechanism. Pyridine is the 6-membered pi-electron system, heterocyclic compound it is, with the nitrogen as a heteroatom. So pi-electron sextate satisfied within the ring, and the lone pair of electrons present in the nitrogen are free for donation. Hence we can say pyridine is a base. That's why these lone pair of electrons are contributed in the new bond formation with carbonylic center. Subsequent removal of chloro rather than OMe is possible. Even we have two possibilities. Chloro is the better leaving group when compared to methoxy. That's why when this lone pair of electrons of nitrogen attached to the carbonylic center, chloro will be discarded. So what we will get? This entire functional group will be attached to the nitrogen, and here we will get quaternary nitrogen compound. N-acylation is carried here. Now this compound is treated with another reagent, that is olefinic compound, which is provided here. So lone pair of electrons present in the oxygen are used to form the oxygen carbon double bond. This olefinic double bond is shifted, we will get carbene. Nucleophilic center will be generated, right? So here generated nucleophilic center can attack either second position, fourth position, sixth position. We have three possibilities because when this pi bond is migrated, there is a possibility of carbocation formation. And this pi bond is delocalized here, fourth position also carbocation will be generated. When this pi bond is shifted here, sixth position also carbocation will be generated. But preferentially, this entire group will be attached to the para position, fourth position rather than second and sixth. How can we explain this? Based on bulky groups. Already nitrogen is protected by this ester functional group. So here ester group is there, that's why this region entirely became sterically hindered. Second and sixth position are not in the free position to occupy to attach with a nucleophilic center. That's the reason why. So we are also adding the reagent of highly bulky nature. So this is the compound having very large functional groups upon this. Hence, this compound conveniently migrate towards fourth position, and this nucleophilic carbene will be attached to the fourth center, so that we will get 4 substituted product. And what happens during this substitution? This pi bond is shifted towards nitrogen. Retention of lone pair of electrons in the nitrogen are possible. And this pi bond is shifted so that we will get carbocation here. This carbocation linked with this carbon, so that new carbon-carbon bond generation is possible here. And here we got oxygen carbon double bond, oxonium ion will be generated. Now this oxonium ion subjected to hydrolysis. In the next step, hydrolysis will be carried. What it will do during the hydrolysis, the silyl moieties will be entirely discarded, so that we will get CH2, C double bond O minus, carboxylate will be generated. Hydrolysis carried in between oxygen and silicon, so that here already double bond O is there, here it will be discarded and O minus carboxylate will be generated. Further, protonation under protic solvent, it is converted into carboxylic acid, right? So this is the final product in this transformation. So what it will be? Compound 1 is the right answer, where we have nitrogen with a C double bond OMe and a ring structure having 2 double bonds. So at this fourth position, preferentially we have side chain with the carboxylic acid. Option number 1 is satisfying. Remaining all, so this is not the correct one. Here also OMe is there, but at this position we got ketonic group, but carboxylic acid should be there. And in third and fourth, long chain is missing. That's why these two are also not preferable for this. Only option number 1 is suitable for this question number 84. Let us move on to question number 85. It is the 8-membered ring system with 2 double bonds in this, and treated with urea in the presence of hydrogen peroxide of 1 equivalent. So even we have 2 double bonds, only 1 equivalent of urea and hydrogen peroxide will be added. That's why. So 1 step epoxidation will be carried. It is the new reagent in order to do the epoxide formation, right? And further hydrolysis. What happens when hydrolysis is carried on the epoxide? That is converted into transdiol. And further bromination in the presence of CCl4. Bromine in the presence of CCl4, it is a brominating agent. We will get bromo substituted compound. So let us find which is the suitable compound among all the known given options. So we have to go with its mechanism. This 8-membered ring system, upon treating 8-membered ring system, conveniently written in the form of tub shape, right? So it is treated with urea in the presence of hydrogen peroxide. This is a specific reagent for epoxide formation, and they mentioned only 1 equivalence. That's why only 1 double bond will be epoxidized. Here we got a cyclic oxide, cyclic ether. Subsequent to hydrolysis, what happens? Transdiol will be generated. Vicinal transdiol will be generated. One of the OH will be towards the VR. Another OH will be away from the VR. Now it's subjected to bromination, and second olefinic double bond is added with bromine through cyclic bromonium intermediate. What is the intermediate? Cyclic bromonium. Now, the cyclic bromonium intermediate involved in this ring closure reaction, which is called a transannulation. Why it is called transannulation? Here, both the groups are in the opposite direction, so that the cyclization ring will be carried. Lone pair of electrons present in the oxygen used to cyclize the ring, subsequent bond shifting towards bromine, and that bromine will be away from the Br. Here, we got the new bond formation with oxygen having bond towards the Vr. That's why epoxide will be generated towards the Vr. So already one more OH is there, which is away from the Vr. Here you have another OH which is away from the Vr. It is also represented in the form of, we can represent the same compound in the form of this epoxide, which is towards the Vr, a bromo OH, both are away from the Vr. This is the stereochemistry of the final product that is represented in option number 2. Whenever this 8-member cyclic system with 2 olefinic double bonds treated with urea hydrogen peroxide, epoxide of 1 double bond is possible. Hydrolysis, trans vicinal diol will be generated. Bromine in the presence of CCl4 gives rise to bromonium intermediate, and the subsequent ring closure gives rise to a compound 2. Compound 2 will be formed in question number 85. Let us move on to question number 86. In question number 86, we have hydrazone derivative. Initially, hydrazone derivative was taken and treated 2 equivalents of butyl lithium. Butyl lithium will be the strong base, 2 equivalents will be added, and also formaldehyde. So formaldehyde is another reagent in this. When these 2 got added, compound is turned into a product. Now it is treated with MECOET taken thrice, propionic acid catalyst at 140 degrees, compound B will be formed. Let us see what are the compound A and B in this transformation reaction of hydrazone. Let us move on to mechanism, where tosyl hydrazone derivative was taken and treated with butyl lithium. First, let us add butyl lithium. Butyl lithium will be dissociated into Bu minus Li plus. The strong base used to abstract the hydrogen from nitrogen so that N minus will be formed. And we have another mole of butyl lithium because we are adding 2 equivalents. Second, butyl lithium having provision to abstract the H plus from 2 positions of adjacent with respect to this carbon-carbon double bond. So these 2 becomes active methylene and hydrogens will be discarded. When H plus eliminated from the center, we are able to get secondary carbene. If we are able to remove the H plus from the center, tertiary carbene will be generated. But the stability order of carbene will be, primary will be more stable compared to secondary, compared to tertiary. In the stability order, secondary carbene will be preferred rather than tertiary. That's why here, obviously, carbene will be generated. Now, let us participate in the delocalization of electrons. This negative charge is polarized so that carbon-carbon double bond, and this pi bond is shifted towards nitrogen, and here the electrons present in the nitrogen will be moved towards this side, and the tosyl group is the better leaving group, can be discarded from the system, and we will get nitrogen double bond and newly formed double bond in between. And in the next step, what happens, nitrogen molecule will be discarded as N2. We will get vinyl carbene ion. Vinyl carbene ion will be generated. Further, it is treated with this formaldehyde. This formaldehyde, when added, carbene will be attached to the carbon so that it is converted into CH2O minus. The CH2O minus further protonated gives rise to CH2OH. Compound A will be ring system with double bond, CH2OH will be formed. This compound A further treated with another reagent, that is COET, OET, OET, CH3, where we have four functional groups around the carbon, triethoxy ethane. Triethoxy ethane is the reagent which added to compound A. During the addition, lone pair of electrons in the oxygen shifted towards this side so that carbon-oxygen double bond will be formed. Subsequent removal of ethoxy functional group, so that we will get this compound where we have the provision of this electrophilic center at this carbon. This electrophilic center having strong tendency to bind with electrons present in the oxygen, so that we will get carbon-oxygen bond formation. Here carbon-oxygen bond will be formed. Now that compound, carbon-oxygen compound having oxonium ion, can be eliminate this H plus so that ether linkage will be generated. Now one of the ethoxy group is removed from this carbon, so that we will get again oxonium ion. And this oxonium ion, what it will do? From this center, we have methyl group. This methyl group, one of the hydrogen will be eliminated, because whenever hydrogen eliminated here, this bond is shifted, we will get carbon-carbon double bond and OET group will be there. Now, this compound involved in 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement. This involved in 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement. Here, new bond formation between these two center. How can we say 3,3 sigma tropic? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hence, it is a kind of 3,3 sigma tropic. Here, this pi bond is shifted towards this side, so that here new carbon-carbon bond formation is possible. And this pi bond is polarized towards this side. Here we will get carbon-carbon double bond. And this already existing carbon-oxygen bond will be cleaved, and here the pi bond will be generated. Now it is turned into the 6-membered ring with carbon-carbon double bond, CH2C double bond, OET, already existing methyl group is there. It can be equivalently represented in any other convenient form, that is double bond CH2, CH2COO, ET, compound B. This is the final product. Let us see what is the suitable answer for this. In this question number 86, A will be double bond CH2OH. This A compound. B compound will be double bond CH2, CH2COO, ET. Option number 2 will be the right answer for question number 86. It is somewhat lengthy mechanism. First, we have to discard this proton from this nitrogen, and here carbon will be generated, and this tosyl group will be eliminated. Subsequently, nitrogen eliminated, we will get vinyl carbene. Vinyl carbene now added with formalin solution, so that CH2O minus, further protonation, CH2OH will be generated. That is compound A. Compound A treated with this tertiary carbon in the presence of propionic acid catalyst. What it will do? It will involved in the reaction with this one, add this carbene ion, and the subsequent 3,3 sigma tropic shift will be carried, and final product will be CH2COO ET, and double bond CH2 will be there at first position. Option number 2 will be the right answer for question number 86. Let us move on to question number 87. In question number 87, the spectroscopic analytical data is provided to us, HNMR, as well as mass MZ values are given. Based on this, we have to predict which is the suitable compound. Structural elucidation of organic compound based on spectral data we have to do here. HNMR data says that 7.9, 6.6, 4.3, 4.0. 1.4. These many peaks are appeared. So obviously, proton NMR data reveals that number of peaks in the compound indicates number of set of protons. So it's very simple to get which compound it is by some kind of tricks. How it will be? 7.9, 6.6. These two are indicated for aromatic region, right? So here Among all the known peaks of HNM are 7.9 and 6.6. So this is the region of aromatic, means two equivalent set of aromatic protons are there. In order to get two equivalent sets, para substitution should be there. Then only two equivalents will be there, right? Here we have para. Here also para is there. Artho and meta. So in simple manner, option 3 and 4 got discarded because two set of aromatic protons that indicates para. So either option number 1 or 2 will be there. And 4.3 two hydrogens, 4.0 two hydrogens deuterium exchangeable. Deuterium exchangeable protons are present in two functional groups only. One is hydroxy, second is amine. So in the given compounds, so there is a possibility of either option number 1 or 2. So in both the cases, we have amine functional group. That's why it will not helpful for us. And the next is 4.3, two hydrogens, 1.4, three hydrogens. Obviously, 1.4, three hydrogens is the methyl. When we observe both the compounds, in both the compounds, methyl is there. That is also not correct representation for us. So let us see how can we deduce the structure. 7.9, 6.6 indicates it is the para substituted. That's why option number 1 or 2 will be correct. 4.3, two hydrogens indicates, so it is the kind of methylene attached to the electron withdrawing. In both the cases, methylene is there. This is also not correct answer, correct information. Then peak 4 with a deuterium exchangeable indicates NH2 group is there. So in both the cases, NH2 is there. That's why it is also not sufficient. 1.3 indicates three hydrogens of methyl. In both the cases, methyl is there. So in order to get the exact structure, we have to go with its mass M by Z data. So let us apply mass analysis. So compound, I'm taking compound 1. So for compound 1, it is bombarded with electron. Radical cation will be generated whose M by Z value will be 165. In the given problem, 165 is one of the peak, molecular ion peak it is. Next, what we are doing, we are discarding ethyl group from this. Ethyl group, C2H5 will be discarded, mass is turned into 136. This is the second fragment which is provided in the data. Later, oxygen is discarded, carbonyl group will be there and whose M by Z will be 120. This is also peak given in the data. Later, the CO is also eliminated so that here annealing part will have 92. Hence, option number 1 is satisfying all the given M by Z values. That's why for question number 87, option number 1 will be the right answer. So M by Z values, based on this M by Z, we deduce the exact structure. So 87, option 1 is the right answer. Let us move on to question number 88. In question number 88, starting material was given having stellenic double bonds in the terminal centers and carbon-carbon double bond is there. Upon heating, ring cyclization will be carried and treated with tributyl tin deuterium, right? So deuterated tributyl tin compound was taken and a deuterated compound will be formed. In all the cases, we got ring cyclization. In 2 cases, benzene is indicated. It is not the kind of benzene mechanism. In order to get the benzene, what it will be? It should go with sodium amide kind of reaction. So benzene mechanism not at all preferable here. So tributyl tin deuterium. So tributyl tin deuterium when added, deuterium got substituted here. So in all the cases, deuterium substituted. That's why we have to predict what is a suitable answer for this one. The entire mechanism will be proceeded with free radical homolytic fission of the bonds because tributyl tin deuterium is a kind of reagent which used to facilitate free radical mechanism. So let us go with its mechanism. Here is the starting material. We have triple bond followed by double bond, triple bond, all are in exact conjugation. When we use homolytic fission of the bond, here bond cleavage in the equal possibility, so that here new carbon-carbon bond will be formed in this direction. Here also new carbon-carbon bond. Here this already existing bond will be cleaved. Here new carbon-carbon bond. Here already existing double bond. So that 6-membered ring will be generated here and resided with lone pair of electrons on this centers. Compound A will be this benzene system. So it is a kind of 4n+2 cycloaddition upon heating thermal conditions. So this benzene moiety will be generated. Now we are adding 2 moles of tributyl tin deuterium. So it is the reagent which is having 3 butyl side chains, and tin deuterium bond will be there. It involved in the homolytic fission of the bond, deuterium free radical will be generated. Here already we have 2 odd electrons on this benzene ring. These are preferentially linked with deuterium. We are adding 2 moles, hence 2 deuterium atoms will be substituted at 1,4 positions. And option number 1 is a suitable answer for question number 88. So what we are doing, upon heating, homolytic fission of the bond and the cyclization reaction will be carried, we will get a benzenoids form. Now it is treated with tributyl tin deuterium. It is the hydrogenating agent. If we are taking H, tributyl tin hydride, it will be. So we are taking its isotopic form, that is deuterium. So cleavage of bond in a homolytic manner, so that deuterium free radical will be generated that attached to free radical present on benzene. So we will get a deuterated compound. Compound 1 is the correct answer for question number 88. Let us move on to question number 89. Here the compound is given, 2 different geometries are given, where 2 bulky groups are present in the opposite direction, 2 bulky groups are present in the same direction. O-tosyl, OAC was given. Now the correct statement about the solvolysis using sodium acetate in the presence of acetic acid of the following reaction. We have to predict solvolysis reaction, where the reaction will be faster, where the reaction will be slower. So obviously, when 2 bulky groups are present in the convenient position, one is towards the VR and either away from the VR, that is less sterically hindered conformation, so that the rate of reaction will be very higher. O-tosyl is the beta leaving group and added with sodium acetate, so that OTC now replaced with OAC, right? So this is a kind of transformation, kind of substitution reaction. So in this it will be preferable, because stereochemistry is in a manner of less sterically hindered one, whereas second compound, both the functional groups are present toward the viewer, it is not at all preferable. Hence this compound involved in very less rate of the reaction. This is a nucleophilic substitution type of reaction. That's the reason why compound A react in a faster manner compared to B, gives rise to trans 1, to diacetoxycyclohexane. And even in the option also they mentioned trans, because so while substituting the functional group, stereochemistry again retained. OTS can be substituted by OAC by this reaction. So without changing its stereochemistry, that's why. So A reaction will be faster when compared to B, because here the stereochemistry is in a manner where all the groups are in the position of less sterically hindered one. That's why compound A will be reacted faster when compared to compound B. So for question number 89, option number 1 is the right answer. And the last question of today's session, mechanism of the following transformation. Benzene, upon treating with this carbon-carbon triple bond under H nu conditions, what will be the kind of reaction it is? It is a part of pericyclic reaction, and we are going to treat this benzene with this triple bonded compound. Let us see the mechanism. When this benzene treated with this acetylenic triple bond, what happens? It involved in 2,2 cycloaddition reaction. It is the kind of 2,2 cycloaddition, so that we will get a 4-membered ring in between benzene and this triple bond. This 4-membered ring generated further involved in this rotatory electrocyclization. How it will be? This 4-membered ring will be cleaved so that bond will be migrated and subsequent shifting of pi bond, and this pi bond will be shifted towards this side. Now ring expansion, we can say it is the kind of ring expansion. Here 6-membered now turned into 8-membered ring by this rotatory electrocyclic ring opening. While this rotatory retention of stereochemistry is possible, and we are getting expanded ring structure with 8-membered with 4 pi bond system. So 2+2 cycloaddition followed by this rotatory electrocyclic ring opening is possible in order to get this final product. By this, we completed series 3, where all 10 questions got completed in CSIR NET JRF Chemical Science June 2018 Part C. In the next session, we will come up with more 10 questions. So hope it will be helpful for you. Thank you very much for your patience listening. Thanks a lot.